Howdy everybody, ArgonMatrix here. Welcome to episode 25 of The Binding of Isaac Afterbirth Plus. Last time we actually unlocked this fella. Question mark, question mark, question mark. And today, we're going to totally forsake him and do a challenge run instead. Because it's a multiple of 5 episode, you know what that means. Solar System. This may be the first challenge that I have to take multiple takes to do. We'll see though. 063H7KZP. So you can kind of see the theme of this challenge right off the bat. We are Lord of the Flies, I believe, because we have the Halo Flies and 2 attack flies here. We have Transcendence that allows us to float, and we cannot shoot tears, hence the blindfold. So our only source of dealing damage right now is bombs, and or our single bomb anyway, and wow, okay. Don't screw it up right off the bat. We have Mr. Boom, which could actually be pretty insanely useful. Is our bombs and our orbitals. So for the time being, we are in a pretty shit place. And you might be looking at this and wondering how in the world this is even going to possibly go to Mom's heart. Because that's what the little symbol over there is. We have to go to Mom's heart. Bombs are key. So there goes our one bomb that we could use for offensive purposes. We do have Mr. Boom still, so he's probably best saved for bosses. E. coli could be huge. That is Turdy Touch, so any enemies that contact us will still hurt us, but we'll turn them into poop as well. No item rooms on this run either, by the way. So that's fun. Oh, that was so good. Alright, Ragman, get dusted. Okay, good. Thankfully, this attack fly, this red one here, actually does a pretty insane amount of damage. So we should be good on that front. It's actually like a pretty high DPS kind of layout here, if you can make it work, if you can maneuver yourself into the right position to make it work. And of course, Lord of the Flies also helps in the fact that any fly enemies will not be hostile to us. They will just become our friendly attack flies. I'm interested to see how this works as well with the new Afterbirth Plus mechanics, like void portals and things like that. That could be certainly interesting. Okay, grab that. And HP is definitely going to be our friend on this run. Definitely, definitely. Because this is all about survivability this run. If we can manage to become a huge defensive monster, then we're golden. We can get right up in enemies' faces. We can do shit like that. Just run up into them. Totally roast and toast them. See, this guy here I want to stay back from because he's going to explode. So hopefully use this attack fly. Make it work like that. That's the kind of things they have to think about, is that, like, how are you going to make this run work when certain enemies will totally fuck you over up close? Because that's all I got right now, is just totally up close and personal shots, except for these attack flies. The attack flies are a pretty big saving grace in that they can hit from a range. So that's already a huge bonus. There's Turdy Touch coming into play. That was actually a pretty stellar first... actually, it wasn't even a first item room, because there are no item rooms. That was just a random item in a room, which is totally insane. And against all precognitive assumptions here, we are actually going to get a deal with the devil, because Pin should go down fairly easily to this setup. We get a Tears upgrade, which is totally worthless, obviously. And we get the Nail. Is that better than... Is that better for us than Mr. Boom? That's honestly kind of a hard question. It gives us a Spirit Heart every time we use it, which could be huge. But Mr. Boom is such good. I'm gonna make the weird play and keep Mr. Boom. I have a good feeling about Mr. Boom. I'm not entirely sure why. I think it could be the coup that we need. Especially if we can get like a 9-volt going or something. That could be really big. Like a one charge Mr. Boom. Sign me up for that, motherfucker. So 9-volt or AAA battery alternatively. Those could both work out pretty well for us. And we can't forget that we also have our own bombs to fall back on. We have 5 of them right now that we can try and make use of. By the way, we do start off actually pretty decently defensively too. in the form of a halo of flies being able to block shots for us. So let it not be like you're not totally just screwed over on this run. It might seem bad at first in the fact that you can't shoot tears. Like if you just told someone, hey, in this challenge you can't shoot tears, you'd be like, I don't want to fucking do that. That sounds terrible and horrible, and why would you ever make me do such a thing? But in reality, it's totally doable if you just can wrap your head around it. That's the main challenge, really, is just trying to you gotta have a different play style when you challenge like this. See, I can actually probably just run into those spider nubs because E. coli is a thing. But these guys I don't want to run into. There we go. Easy as that. I can actually hit those with my my flies. Those E. coli poops are actually, they still count as enemies, so you can hit them with flies like that. See, this kind of shit. I guess the portals aren't so bad. They actually seem to get pretty easily screwed up by those flies. I'm just gonna keep calling them the flies, by the way, because I don't know what their what the actual names of the items respectively are. One of them is Forever Alone. One of them is Distant Admiration. I would assume Distant Admiration is the one that's more distant, but I can't. Don't quote me on that, I suppose. So Guppy's head is pretty big for us. I think that is definitely worth having over Mr. Boom. Honestly, kind of still kind of a tough call for me. I really think Mr. Boom is a good item in this challenge. I honestly do. But Guppy's head it contributes to Guppy, and it gives us flies every single room. So the value of that cannot be understated. Even though we get our own attack flies just from encountering fly-based enemies, it's still good to have. Head of the Keeper is totally worthless for us, but it's good to get out of the pool if nothing else. Not all fly-based enemies, obviously. Like, those big flies don't just become, like, big turret flies that follow us around. That'd be super cool if that happened, but no such luck. By the way, if you could not fly on this challenge, I think it would literally be, like, probably impossible unless you got the most insane luck of all time. Because, there are certain enemies that you would just not be able to, like, cross the pits to in order to get with your flies. I will take Restock, because it gives us never-ending stores. Basically turns all stores into like greed mode stores. So that could be hugely useful depending on how much money we get. And the prospects for that seem to be fairly high on this run. I don't know, this just seems like a weird room to have paths like that on. I was hoping for some secret room action there, but Big Horn, oh boy. See, Mr. Boom could have been pretty good here because I think Big Horn actually does like suck up bombs. I wonder if I'm the first person to ever fight Big Horn on the fucking Solar System challenge, because I imagine a lot of people playing Afterbirth Plus are not playing these old-ass challenges because they've already completed them. Most people, anyway. But I mean, I'm not going to deign myself with being the first to do anything in a video game. Not by a long shot. You know how many people are playing these video games nowadays? Jesus Christ. Big Horn is being a bit of an asshole here, I would say. This attack fly, Forever Alone, that's what I'm going to call the red one from now on, does seem to be doing the trick. There we go, we got him. Took a little more damage than we would have liked in the process. Magic Mushroom is okay, not as good as it would be with the ability to fire tears. And I will take the Rosary. The Rosary actually, because it has two effects. It gives you the three Spirit Hearts, which is already on its own good. It also makes the Bible like much more likely to show up in the future. And that, if and when the Bible shows up, because I have no doubt at some point in this run the Bible's going to show up. It may be less likely just by virtue of the fact that there are no item rooms on this run. But if that does happen, I will take it over Guppy's head. In any other circumstance, that would probably be, or in most other circumstances, that is highly unadvisable. But in this specific circumstance, where I'd have to fight like Mom and Mom's Hearts with these attack flies, I think having an insta-kill on them is honestly great. So if I can swing that Bible, I will be a happy camper. Bob's Brain. Is that going to work because I can't fire? It does still work, so that's pretty huge. Because I can do shit like that. Alright, we're piecing together the parts of an actually pretty powerful solar system run, which I do not believe. I was fully anticipating having to do this challenge more than once, but we may be able to get lucky on this first one. Don't forget about Bob's brain. Just because you can't fire doesn't mean Bob's brain is should be ignored. The meat is good. Use Guppy's head there. What's this? Probably was not worth my last key, but that's fine. I think the Bible can show up in shops, so if I can get to a shop with this money, especially now that I have Steam Sale, I should be good to go. I don't know why I picked that up. It was like this animalistic instinct to like, oh, that's a decent item, I should just take that. But obviously Fear Shot does literally nothing for us. The only benefit that that item has is that it contributes to the mom transformation, which, I mean, could be good. It's another form of contact damage. It's a very janky one, but it is there, if worst comes to worst. Regardless, it wasn't that bad of a room to try and take down, so I'm fine with it. Alright, this actually is reminiscent of another challenge that we're going to have to do later on, involving Bob's brain. I'm sure many of you know that one. Alright, go ahead and get that. These guys are actually kind of annoying with the attack flies, because you have to get them in just the right rotation. Alright, maybe I can hit you guys from afar. One of you guys, maybe? Oh, yeah, got him. Alright, sweet. And get you. Not so bad. Yeah, it's like I said, as long as you keep your wits about you, you will be fine in this challenge. And honestly, I mean, like, I can say that because I've actually gotten some pretty solid RNG in the form of, like, E. coli, Bob's brain, Guppy's head, things like that. But I honestly don't think that items that help you out like these are all that uncommon. Like, you start to see different value in items when you're put into a position like this. Like certain items like Bob's brain, for instance, or the Bible that I've been talking about. Those take on such a huge degree of value when put into this sort of situation when you can't actually fire tears. And that's actually going to become more of a common theme than you might hope for in the upcoming challenges as well. There are a solid number of them where you are limited in your forms of being able to damage enemies. And limited, I would say, in much worse ways than this one. If you can believe it. I mean, how much worse does it get than Distant Admiration, am I right? Oh, gee willikers. Alright, the world, I'll just use that. Go into the secret room. That's fine. The more the merrier as far as I'm concerned with these attack flies. If I can actually transform into Guppy... Actually, no. Transforming into Guppy is totally worthless because I can already fly. And the only other benefit from Guppy is being able to spawn flies whenever you hit an enemy with a tear. You may see the problem with that. So, if there's any Guppy items in the Deal with the Devil, unless they will directly benefit me, like even something like Guppy's hairball, then don't take it. Don't take 9 lives. For the love of all that is holy, don't sacrifice all your HP to try and facilitate a Guppy transformation. That will do nothing. I'm glad I vocalized that to myself now before it got too late. By the way, now with Bob's brain, Guppy's head was totally the correct choice over Mr. Boom, because Bob's brain is basically the same as Mr. Boom. Just a little more finicky to try and use. And honestly, not that much more finicky to try and use, because you can actually aim it, and it recharges over each room. And it can hit at a range, which is not always the case with Mr. Boom. By the way, Monster 2 can eat shit and die. Doing totally fine in terms of HP here. Getting this deal with the angel action going on, which I'm in favor of. Prayer card. I guess I'll use it once. Just for the Eternal Heart, because that couldn't hurt. And then move on down to the next floor. Get 2 HP upgrades out of that boss fight effectively. Fine by me. Look at our red HP. That is insane. Alright, for a second I totally forgot I was doing the solar system challenge, and I was just trying to fire tears, and I'm like, why can't I do this? Fucking game's broken, Tyrone. Alright, this... Oh, get in there with the attack fly. Oh god. It's fine, it's fine, it's fine. We are sitting on a veritable horde of HP, if I can be so blunt. On a King Adam's vault of HP. Get away from me. Right on, right on. I'm still vying for that Bible play, if that's something that can happen. Is this is Depths 1? No, this is Necropolis 2. Okay, so if we want to get the Bible in time for the mom fight, we're going to need to make that happen pretty soon. I don't know if it will happen. Death. I mean, maybe it could be in the secret room. We still have a shop, and I believe we have fought both Greed and Super Greed already, so... You better not screw me out of my shop item. That's all I can say. Alright, go ahead and get around here, shoot that. Try and make this work. Not ideal. These guys are... God, the Bonnie and Clyde of Isaac. Never have I ever thought that a hanging shopkeeper could do so much damage. We get something like Mr. Boom as well, something that synergizes well with Bob's brain. That could be a pretty nice coup for us as well. Honestly, I think we're doing totally fine for the time being, though. Once we get to Mom, we'll see how that shakes out. And we'll also see how this shop shakes out for us. This is not a shop, it's a library. So, 2 of Hearts, Hanged Man, Hermit, Awaz. Okay, hear me out. I think you take Hermit. No, you just straight up use Hermit. Get to the shop. No Bible, that's fine. I will take both of these. Oh, I have a restock. I totally forgot. I don't even know what this is. Compost, gain more friends. No clue. Car battery. Totally fine. Battery. Just the battery. Alright, Mom's pill bottle. Alright, bombs are key. And puberty. Okay. Not the greatest loadout. I was really banking on a Bible showing up here, but that's fine. We can actually get the mom transformation now with this. Bombs are key. Bombs are key. Range down. No big deal at all. Telepills. Oh boy. Telepills. Don't be so excited about that, narrator. I'm watching you. Alright, what do we have down here again? We have the moon, Awaz, Hanged Man, 2 of Hearts. Ooh, I think you want to use Awaz to skip the mom fight. Because the mom fight could be nasty. It might be totally easy, by the way. It might just be a cakewalk, the mom fight. But why risk it? Oh, double Awaz? Double Awaz. That's a tempting offer. Look at the mess I made in this room. What do we got? Power Pill. But I also wanted to keep 2 of Hearts with me. I don't think that's possible. By the way, take Guppy's head back. The way. I think what you do... There's a correct play and an incorrect play in here. Buried somewhere in the heart of this run. Well, first off, I think it's a wise... Okay, here's what you do. You don't take 2 of Hearts with you. You use 2 of Hearts to play the shit out of that room. Do this. This is gonna be some next level Isaac playing, believe you me. Alright, so do that. That's pretty good. Just make sure you use 2 hearts at the right time. How many hearts do you have? You have 8. Is that right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You have 9. Okay, so at 4.5, you want to use 2 hearts. Just keep that in mind. Thank you, Fanny Pack. Oh, Fanny Pack's gonna be paying out too. I didn't even think about that. Okay, broken remote is pretty bad. That's okay. I still have faith in you, Demon Beggar. Ooh, the lit bulb, vibrant bulb. Might be worth holding on to that, honestly, and just not using Guppy's head. for the stat upgrade. Well, I mean, the stat upgrade is not that huge, all things told, because I just can't shoot. Speed and damage would be better if it was something a little more. Now I'm just gonna play this until I went past my 4.5 heart thing. That's okay. That's okay. Just go over here to the shop. Do they have red hearts for sale? They don't. They do. That's the Bible right there. Oh boy, we have the win. I think. I mean, I think we had the win a while ago, to be fair, but this is just gonna be a more novel sort of win. So what do? I don't think I need to play those blood donation machines anymore. You use 2 of hearts, buy the spirit heart, buy the Bible. You go find your AWAS rune. Go back and grab this red heart just for sanity's sake. There's no reason not to grab this red heart up here. Half of red heart. That's honestly still fine because we're going out to the womb pretty soon here. Sooner than you might believe. All right, so you go to here. What are these 2 again? The moon and the hanged man. Pretty worthless for us. Use AWAS. Take AWAS. Go down. This is so cheesy. I love it though. Alright, you're in Scarred 1. Use AWAS again. Go down. Now we are on the final floor of this challenge, just like that. With the Bible. So we can one-shot Mom's heart. Oh boy. I'm not going to tempt fate with that. And we actually do, because we're not going to be using the Bible, obviously, until we get to Mom's heart. So we will get the stats upgrade from Vibrant Bulb for all that that's worth. It might give us a little more speed, which could in turn give us some more maneuverability. So all I have to do at this point in the game is survive until the Mom's heart fight, which should be super easy, honestly, as long as I don't do shit like that. I wonder if Vibrant Bulb gives us more stats if we have like a double charge with battery. I highly doubt that that's an interaction that exists, but you never know. Maybe I should place more faith in the game developers to consider things like that. You may have been looking at that room and say, "Wow, that was some pretty bad damage." Honestly, Lust is probably one of the worst enemies you can come up against in the Solar System Challenge. They're pretty bad. Any enemy that runs you down like that is scary. Even Chubb, to an extent, was pretty scary, but we managed to make it work here. Alright. These guys, I could actually honestly just be using my bombs to bomb through these rooms. But I think I've cheesed this run enough with that whole AWAS playing around. Alright. This room is still nasty, though. Get in there. Sweet. Alright. I think Halo Flies actually protected me pretty well, all things told. Hey, stop it. Alright. Like I said, it does not necessarily matter how much damage I take trying to get to Mom's heart, because once I get to Mom's heart, once I've cleared out all the rooms up to that point, I win, because the Bible will just kill her. So I'd rather not take too much damage getting there, just to be on the safe side of things. But once I do, I'm fine. Once you do, it's a cakewalk. Maybe she's born with it, maybe it's the Bible. Oh man. When did Maybelline go so religious? Oh, get him, get him, get him, get him, get him. Oh, the long bomb with Bob's brain. That was so good. Alright, you can eat this fly. Hey, devour this. Today we're making a fly smoothie. Bring back Devour This scope. The people want it. Alright, there we go. If I can get past this room, which should be no problem. It's tougher than the average room, I will admit. But I'm not going to take another, like, 6 hearts of damage on it, obviously. We're good. See ya! That's the Solar System Challenge in a nutshell. Not too bad at all. The Rune of Perthrow has appeared in the basement. Very, very good rune. At any rate, that's going to be it for this video. That's a challenge out of the way, one of the many that we still have to do. I mean, look at this shit. We don't even have them all unlocked, but look at this shit. Oh, okay. That's gonna be it for this video though, so thank you everyone for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a like and or comment down below, as well as subscribe if you want to see more of these videos. I post a single Isaac video every day at noon Mountain Time. Hope to see you for the next one. Thanks everyone for watching. This is ArgonMatrix signing out. Thank you and good night.